Good morning, babies. Oh, how snuggly you are. Good morning, guys. You are so sweet. Oh my goodness. You're such a cutie. I hear meowing at the shed. So I'm gonna assume that Nermal accidentally locked herself in last night. I thought you were in there. Did you get locked in the shed last night? Well, I bet you stayed warm in there. She's a pretty girl. She's a pretty girl. She's a pretty girl. It is supposed to be in the 50s today. So I am super excited. After breakfast, I'm planning on coming out, getting some work done. Our neighbor, which is our regular hay guy, is coming over today to stack the hay bales we got last night and give the cows a bale of hay. So it would be very nice not having to give them hay by hand anymore. And I'm sure they will be very happy because they'll be able to have free access to as much hay as they want. Morning, everybody. And there's Daisy as usual, waiting for her food. She's always first waiting for breakfast.
Let the cow come in. Let the cow come in right now. I told you. Oh, Sally. But there was Sally food. What's the cow? There was Sally.
That is Sally. They all crowded that little trough. They need to come over here to the big one. Good morning, beautiful boys. They're coming with your bottles. I'll get you your food a while. Good job. I am so glad this is the last time I have to give hay by hand. Since hubby knew that he was going to be going to work early today, we pulled this over last night so I wouldn't have to drag it the whole way through the yard this morning by myself.
Okay, I can do it. My Sally's eating. How do you eat it? Whoa! I can't. Baby, that's why that's harder. My better. It is freezing.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. You want milk?
He's getting a bale of straw. Go, baby. Still looking so handsome. Little Jimmy. They got their pen messy pretty quick. Make sure you put it more towards the back, because if you put it in the front here, it just falls out.
Okay, what's he here? He gets here.
Yeah, I think their other pen will probably need the other half. There it sits. Isn't it beautiful? One of 15 bales, only got 10, but at least we got what we got. And this is not going to last as long either, because you can tell it's not wrapped as tight. It's pretty loose. Are you happy we finally have hay?
Yep.
Yep, I think the cows will be happy too.
Later.
It is evening time. Time for chores. The neighbor is here stacking the hay, giving all the cows their hay bales. So all the animals are gonna be very happy this evening. Well, unfortunately, he was not able to get it in the hay rack. It was just way too muddy here. He could not get any closer. He kept sliding down the hill. So unfortunately, I do still have to give hay by hand. But thankfully, he was able to get this close so I can just throw it over. This does look like really good hay. It's like really green. Can't really tell in the video. So the cows will love it. Hopefully they don't waste a lot of it. Daisy's coming up already. She sees that I'm going to give hay. Are you excited, Daisy? This is some new stuff. Looks pretty yummy. There you go, ladies. That should be plenty till morning. They seem to be enjoying it. Is that yummy stuff? Is it pretty good? There they are, stacking the hay up. I'm so thankful our neighbor was actually able to come over and help us with that. And hopefully Dan can get his tractor working this week. So then we'll be able to give him hay whenever we need to. And hopefully it dries up so that we're not sliding all over the place. Now for you guys. So I noticed last week somebody had some funny poop. So I gave the boys some eggs to boost their immune system. This morning I noticed somebody has really wet poop. Thankfully it's not like scours. I'm gonna go in and see if I see any more. But this morning somebody had really wet poop. I called the vet and she agreed that she does not think it's coccidia because there's no blood in it, and the boys, they're on a medicated calf formula, so they shouldn't get coccidia because the medication in that should keep them from getting it. So she thinks it's possibly bacterial. So she wrote me a prescription. We have medication coming in the mail. But while we're waiting for that, I want to stay on top of things. Thankfully, everybody's acting okay. But while we're waiting for the medication to come, I cracked an egg in each boy's bottle that'll boost them up and help them. We're going to give them a shot of B complex as soon as hubby's done with hay. He's going to come over and help me give them shots. And I gave them probiotics in their bottles. So hopefully it clears up all by itself and we won't even have to give them the medication. But thankfully that's coming in the mail to give them. I'm going to go see if I can find any more piles of poop. Hopefully I don't find any. Okay, there's some funny poop. That's not what I saw this morning though. So I'm not seeing any piles like I saw this morning. I am seeing some piles that are loose, but not quite as bad as they were this morning. So hopefully it's clearing up on its own, but we're still gonna give them eggs with probiotics and the shot of B complex. And when hubby comes over, we have to look in Aladdin's mouth, this little brown one right here. Because when we gave him his bottle this morning, blood was coming out of his mouth. So I think he hurt his mouth, unless he's cutting teeth. I've never seen a calf have that much blood foaming out of their mouth when they've drank in a bottle. So we gotta look at his mouth and see if we can see anything in there. See if he's got like a sore or a cut. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna see if his mouth bleeds again.
Because of him sucking.
Well, it definitely doesn't look like it did this morning. Look, this morning there was blood just dripping out of his mouth. So I wonder if he cut a tooth. Or something. I don't know. I'm glad to see it's a lot better. Well, I'm glad to see that his mouth isn't bleeding anymore. So we're going to keep an eye on that and make sure that it doesn't start up again. It's a pretty muddy mess. So he couldn't stack it. Just too muddy. That stinks.
But at least they're all together here on skids.
Are their dishes clean, Michael? Ouchie! Somebody got zapped. I heard it. Oh, poor baby. I'm sorry. Hi, Maxie. Oh, are you moving the bale? It's going to be so much nicer having the bale of hay here for the goats rather than having to get it from the bulls. Hopefully the chickens don't make too much of a mess of it. I wonder what we could do about that.
Get more of your green fencing, just keep it around the bottom.
Yeah, that would work. Because usually the chickens just keep scratching it away. And that's why there's so much here on the ground is because of the chickens. I mean, look at this mess. This is all chicken damage. This is just really sad seeing the yard like this. It's just with all the rain, everything has just turned to mud. And one thing, our grass is terrible. It has the shortest root system ever. Like, seriously, it only goes down the ground like that much. So this year we want to get a grass seed and plant it in the yard and try to get better grass because this stuff is awful. If you have any suggestions on a good grass seed to plant in the yard or plant in the field, leave it down in the comments because I have no idea what to get and what to plant. How are we going to fix this?
Just keep driving over it. Actually, it'll flatten out.
Mow over it with a mower? Sorry, boys, but you just need a shot. Yes, 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 yes. He's in. He's in. He's in. Are you saying you like the trees in the pasture?
Well, I did this one.
Here, Michael.
Then he'll be coming. He'll be easy.
He's like, I'm no dummy. I know what you're trying to do. You can grab his back leg if you can get it. Hey, if not, bring him around this corner again like we did Romeo. Go ahead, bring him over, Michael. We'll try to get him over there with Romeo. Poor baby, you're scared. Good job. Michael, you want to go get the other syringe off the roof, please? This. Seriously, you fighting is the worst part, baby.
Actually, almost.
That's good. There we go. All done. Well, the boys definitely did not like getting their shots. But at least now that's done. So we will keep an eye on them. Hopefully we don't find any more poopies and it all clears up. But if it doesn't, thankfully we have the prescription coming from the vet. And hopefully that knocks it out of them. This weather has been terrible. Just warm and cold and warm and cold. It does not help anything at all. Well, that is all for today, and I will see you later.